Hey guys, we're here about to play the first match with our Yasova deck. We won the die roll and we will play first. There it goes. It was being a little slow there. And this is a keepable hand. We don't have a huge sacrifice outlet yet, but we can maybe dig for one. I mean, Gurmag Drowner is a one-time sack outlet, so that's nice. But we have all our colors between the Manolith and looks good to me. Now we really have all of our colors. We'll play our Saltwater Cliffs first and pass our turn. Temple of Malice. I actually didn't look at what our opponent's commander was. Mogis, God of Slaughter. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good commander. Hopefully that doesn't mean he doesn't run any creatures. We can steal Mogis. If his devotion gets high enough and he becomes a creature, we can steal Mogis, which would be pretty nice. Just going to play a land out and end our turn. How much did Mogis cost? 4, right? Yeah, I think I'll probably play Yasova. Don't have any way to protect. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just play my Manolith and be content with that. No, I'm going to play Yasova. Yeah, we'll play out Yasova. See how that goes. In his colors, it's pretty likely he can burn it or something, but that's okay with me. Although not awesome. Seems like he's deciding whether he wants to burn it. Alright, Darksteel Citadel. Okay, well we have a way to pump up Yasova. Should we deem it necessary. I'm not going to do it just yet. Not while he's tapped out especially, and not when we don't need the extra power. So we're just going to swing. In Commander, you lose if you take 21 damage from the Commander. So this deck can win that way too sometimes, just because Yasova can get pretty big pretty quickly. We're going to play out our Manolith now. So next turn, if we want to, we can play our Rune Mark and steal a creature. Chances are we won't be able to because he's going to play Mogis. Okay, he's signing Blood. He's not going to play Mogis this turn. Mogis did cost 4, right? Yeah, he must have some other plans, though. Discarded a mountain. So, oh, Outpost Siege. That's nice. What can you counter? Non-creature spells, right? No, just spells in general. It's like Mana Leak. I think I'm going to play the Siege. I was going to play the Rune Mark and then protect our Yasova from removal with Tamer Charm, but I think I'm just going to play the Siege. So we're just going to attack first. Means our opponent's taken 12 from Yasova. Or no, he hasn't. He's taken 8. 12, yeah. And we'll play out our Outpost Siege. And we will name Cons. He hasn't played any creatures yet, so, at this point, the plan may just be to buff up Yasova and kill him. Looks like he's going to play Mogis now. Maybe not, though. We do have ways, so many ways to punish him if he plays a creature, so we want him to play a creature. So, that is not a creature. Just huge amount of mana. That's also not a creature. Okay. So Ratchet Bomb's going to be a problem at one point or another. It's putting a charge counter on it. He has to get 3 charge counters on it and then sacrifice it, so that's 4 turns from now. I think I'm probably just going to go for Rune Mark here and just try to beat him to death. I think that's my most likely move here. Ooh. Well. I think I've managed to do everything I want to do right now. To hit him just as hard as I can, because of commander rules. So yeah, we're going to put, since he's tapped out especially, we're going to put Madcap Skills on Yasova. Of course, I need to pay red to do that, don't I? So we're going to play Madcap Skills as I said we would once I, click on the right land. There we go. Madcap Skills. And then we're going to play Temur Runemark. And then we're going to play our Lightning Greaves. So she's going to be untargetable and be able to steal basically every creature. So, yeah, and that's not quite 21. Is it 21? No. We need to hit him one more time. But he's going to be hard-pressed to deal with her. So we may have just won on commander damage alone because of all of our equipment and stuff, enchantments. Diabolic Tutor. Okay, he may get a board sweeper now. He could get Damnation. He does not have mana for Crux of Fate. But Damnation would do it if he has one. Chainer's Edict to work too. Okay. We will sacrifice her. I'm okay with that. What did he just sacrifice? Ah. Lake of the Dead. Okay. I wonder if he has another removal spell in his hand. We'll play the Mountain. We have a Tamer Charm to protect her. So I think we're going to play her out again and put the Greaves on her. And then if he hits her, he's dead. So we'll pay 5 for our Yasova. We'll move the Greaves here. And swing for 4. And that was commander damage victory. So our deck can win that way if our opponent isn't interested in playing very many creatures, which this opponent doesn't seem to be. It's too bad you can't sideboard in this format, but that's okay. He may play creatures this time around. He's got to get his devotion up high enough, but he may just have a lockdown strategy that just kill us with Mogis with 2 damage a turn. But I'm not really sure. Alright. This hand is not as good as our last one was. We don't have any green. So I'm going to mulligan. Still no green, but we're going to keep this one and hope. We do have a Scorched Rusalka and our Outpost Siege, so if we ever get 4 mana, we'll be in pretty good shape. Nykthos. Alright, he does have creatures. How about that? We just didn't see them last game. It's not looking good, though. We may be putting our war gear on our Scorched Rusalka and going to town. We might not have, I mean, if we even draw a 3rd mountain. It would be nice to draw a 3rd mountain. Or, well, I'd rather draw a 3rd island or forest. Or, Shivan Reef. That would be good. Or, I don't have Stomping Ground, unfortunately. Or, I'm not even trying to... Steam Vents. I don't have that. That's not what I mean either. What I need is a green, blue. So we need Breeding Pool, which I don't have. Our opponent is thinking here. I wish it could do damage to creatures, because I would just kill his Bloodseeker. But I don't seem to be capable. I mean, he doesn't. I don't think that's his plan anyway. If we can get to 4 lands, the Outpost Siege can probably single-handedly win us the game. It was pretty big last game. Although we got it after we'd already smacked our opponent pretty hard with Yasova. But if we can get Yasova in play and keep her there, like drawing a forest would be nice. I would just cast her. If he has removal, then so be it. We don't actually have the mana right now to do Yasova's. Oh yeah, we do. 2 red will work. If we have a forest and 2 red, we can use Yasova's ability. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to sacrifice after we do that, though. So, okay, he's ending his turn. He may be stuck on just black. Not good. We'll just pass our turn. Should have kept that first hand. At least we had 2 of our 3 colors. Nevinrial's Disc. Okay. We'll just take it. We'll just trade 1 damage a turn if that's what he wants to do. Okay. What all does this destroy again? Artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. So I'm not super inclined to play Yasova right now. I could Chaos Warp this. I think instead I'm just going to play Grafted Wargear and just swing for 4. I'm not going to overcommit to the field because Nevinrial's Disc will eventually, blow everything up. Okay, Whip of Erebos. That doesn't seem good at all. Not like good news at all. Although Nevinrial's Disc will blow it up if he ever wants to use it. If he ever uses it, that is. Okay. I'm kind of leaning towards just keep stacking stuff on top of the Scorched Rusalka until he decides Nevinrial's Disc is a good idea. Right now we can make him even bigger with the Tamer Rune Mark. We have lots of other sack outlets in our hand, if we ever get to that stage of this game. So yeah, we're just gonna put the Rune Mark here. Swing for 6 now. Saving the Chaos Warp. I might use it this turn, especially if I don't draw a land. If I draw a land, I'll probably just play Flametongue Kavu. Would be what I would lean towards anyway. Okay, so he dealt with that. Yeah, I'll probably just play Flametongue Kavu if I draw a land here. We did not, but we drew an Ooze Garden. Don't really want to play that either, though. Blue mana would be nice. Or any land, so we can play our Siege. Or our Kavu. Our Kavu would be pretty scary, because we would kill that and then put Grafted Wargear on it. I think I'm just going to hang on to Chaos Warp past the turn. We can Chaos Warp his commander into his deck, so that doesn't seem bad. Especially if we draw a 4th land next turn. Yep. Alright, I think I'm just going to go ahead and Chaos Warp the Disc. It seems like a bigger issue right now to me, so we're going to Chaos Warp that Disc. Which, that kind of sucks to give him that, but, it's probably still better than the Disc. Especially if I draw a land and I can just kill it with Flametongue Kavu. We did not. Just draw land. So we'll play out our Ooze Garden, pass our turn, and brace ourselves. Fourth land would just open up so many possibilities. So would a blue land, although this Faithful's not a huge deal right now. May play Yasova next turn if we don't draw a land. Okay, Transguild Promenade. Now he's got red mana, which is something he hasn't had so far. Yeah. There's a Breath of Daragaz, which would clear the field. That may be the best option, especially if you like commit something else to the field right now. If we draw a land, again, it does 4 to everything if we can kick it. Everything without flying. So that's another good choice to help us sort of get back in this game where we've been stuck on 3 forever. Yeah, I'm sure you're going to attack for 3 and gain 3. Come on, land. There's a land. Okay, now we have to decide what we want to do with it. After all that. The Breath of Daragaz will kill everything he has on the field, but he has Whip of Erebos, which can keep getting back Grey Merchant of Asphodel, which is not going to be a lot of fun. How much does he have to pay to do that? 4. So he would get it back, drain us for 4, and gain 4 every turn for a while. I think I'm going to play the Kavu and kill the merchant, which he can get back. He plays, yeah, and it only has a sorcery, thank God. Seems to be thinking about that. Not sure why. Okay. He gets to do that garbage, but we'll kill the... Too bad we don't have Lightning Greaves out there too and can't just swing for 7. But I do think I'll put the War Gear on him. And end my turn. We may use removal now, but I'm okay with that. We can also use our Ooze to get a 7/7. Whatever that's worth, or might be worth. I think I'll probably play our Outpost Siege next, and then finally play Yasova after that. Alright, Chaos Warp, which will kill our Kavu as well. Oh, we get Illusory Gains. So we'll steal the Bloodseeker. Which isn't awful. So we gave him a better card than he gave us, but still. Neither of us were lucky enough to hit a land with it, which is what you hope will happen. We both Chaos Warped and hit a spell that immediately impacted the board. Now we don't have any way to pump up our Yasova. Okay, Deathwind your own guy. Down with it. He can get it back with his whip, I guess. So we're going to play our siege now. Try to pull ahead in this thing with card advantage. That would certainly be nice. I wonder what he's doing with Delve right now. Tombstalker, yeah, that's bad news. Come on, deck. You've given us 2 cards. Give us something good. Hero's Blade is not bad. But it's not going to help us immediately. We're going to have to take some damage to the face first. And a lot, because he can also get back his Gray Merchant. Drain us for 6 and swing for 7. So that's a lot of damage. You could also put Vow of Lightning on it, amusingly enough, to keep it from attacking us. That might be what we do. I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play our Hero's Blade. And I'm going to stick Vow of Lightning. You'll have 7 power when you come into play. It has to be less than that. But I think we can get there. So yeah, we'll put Vow of Lightning here. Slows things down. Still no blue, which is annoying, but yeah, and there's Mogis, who's not a creature yet at least, but when he is one, we're going to need to find some more power. We'll have 7. That's why I was a little reluctant about Vow of Lightning. I knew I could make him big enough to take just about anything. But we are drawing multiple cards, and we're going to take 2 here. Yes, we are. Okay. Is there any reason we would not play our Rugged Highlands? I don't think so. I think we want to play our Rugged Highlands. So yeah, we'll play Yasova. We'll use Hero Blade's ability. Yeah, it has to be power less than. So equal to is not less than. So we need to find 1 more power somewhere. We're not going to be able to steal either Mogis or Yasova, or Tombstalker, excuse me. Gray Merchant will do a lot if he decides to whip it into play. Doesn't look like that's what he's doing, though. Brute Force. One of the forces. Okay, well, we need 1 more power really badly, and we can just start wrecking his life. And we are drawing 2 cards a turn, so finding 1 more power somewhere isn't impossible. We did lose a Rune Mark already, but we're just going to take 7. Yeah. Draw your extra card. Okay, there's the extra power we were looking for. And that's just beautiful, isn't it? So we're going to stick Madcap Skills on Yasova. Now we can steal a dude, swing at him with his own dude. Question is, who do we want? I mean, these are all such problematic creatures. I don't think... He can get them all back with his whip, too, which is the biggest problem. Yeah, I'll probably end up using that, although I can make a blocker. So maybe we want to... We're going to let him keep the Tombstalker because it can attack us. So I think instead of Momentous Falling, which would gain us life, I think we're going to steal... Mogis. Oh, actually, once we take Mogis, he won't be a creature anymore. Yeah, so we're going to have to take the Baleful Force. We don't have... We need 7, and we have 1, 2. So, not even close. Okay, so we're going to go to combat. We're going to steal the Baleful Force. Yes. Which also removes him from being a dude, which isn't something I had thought about. Unfortunately, he can still block. Oh, actually, he can't block our Yasova. That's a nice bonus I hadn't thought about. Because of Yasova's Madcap skills. But he can block the Baleful Force and just kill it, so... Oh, we're at the beginning of combat. What am I doing here? We're just going to attack with Yasova. For 10. Which he has to take, as far as I can tell. Which will put him back down to 39, so below his starting life total at least. No, sir. He wanted to block it, but he can't. So, he's taking 10. And then we take out Baleful Force and get ourselves an Ooze. And he can get back his Baleful Force, but our Ooze can just trade with it, so it's not a huge deal. He can hit us for 7 again, though, which will hurt, undeniably. If he whips it back into play, he'll have the devotion he needs. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Yep. Stupid lifelink is the big problem here. It's the big problem. How much life he gains if we can hit him for 21. So that's something to keep in mind. All we have to do is draw something else that will pump up Yasova this turn and not have him have a blocker, which he may not attack with Mogis now. Although, once he loses his Baleful Force, which I'm going to make sure will happen with my Ooze, his Mogis won't be a creature anymore, but he may have something in his hand that can make him have a creature. Yeah, he's just swinging. Okay. We block. We can't get hit with Mogis again, just like... So, hopefully we find a way around that. We still don't have blue mana, which is kind of crazy. Sidisi's Faithful just as a blocker would be great right now. Okay, young Pyromancer. Interesting. Yeah, okay. We're going to draw a card. I wish we could steal him and sacrifice him so badly. But he's not a creature on our side of the field. So that's too bad. Basically, all we have to do is hope he doesn't have a removal spell and draw something that will pump up Yasova a little more. We can actually... No, that won't work. We could Fiery Fall for an island if we really want one. And then use Sidisi's Faithful to bounce this guy. but that's not going to make a big enough difference. We could use it to bounce Mogis, though, and that actually would be a pretty big difference. So that may be something we do. He's got his thinking cap on again. Momentous Fall would help us a lot right now. But I also really don't want to put his Tombstalker in his graveyard. I mean, the way it is right now, it can't attack us. Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to bounce Mogis with Sidisi's Faithful if we have the mana. No thanks. Well, there's blue. It's painful blue, but it's blue. What we really need is the blocker. We have to be able to block Mogis next turn, or Mogis will kill us. We can. I think I'm going to brainstorm and hope I hit some way to pump up Yasova a little bit more. Yeah, that's my plan. Well, cash defenses will do it. We don't want, well, we're not going to be able to cast Sidisi's Faithful, so we'll put that on top. We're not going to be able to cast Tamer Charm, so we'll put that on top. We do have, okay, so we're going to cash defenses. And hope our opponent doesn't have removal. That's the only way I think we can win this. This is an instant, so we can also keep mana up for that. But I don't think that does us a whole lot of good. We've got, I mean, since we decided not to play Sidisi's Faithful, we've got to just hope our guy lives and kills him with commander damage. We can bolt a guy instead, but having 3 mana doesn't make much of a difference right now. So I think we just go to combat, steal his Tombstalker. Okay, we won. We were just thinking too much there. All right, well, that's Yasova. She won with commander damage in both games. Game 2 was a little more complicated to get it done, but she did what she do. So thanks for watching. I'll probably record another game or 2 with it. I'll probably do 3 total before I'm done with it. But it's a really fun commander deck. It's, you know, less than 11 tickets. So Yasova is a good commander to build if you're on a budget, is what I'm saying. So